started. I already said if we were gonna start at midnight, I was out.
I know.
You know Cameron managed food.
Yeah.
Get freaking DoorDash or something.
Get
it delivered.
Get some Uber Eats, man.
He's cheap though. He'll pay top dollar for food, but sometimes you won't pay top dollar.
I got money. He looks like he's at Roberto's, dude, which is not top dollar. What is that? Where is he at? I don't know. It doesn't look like it's a high quality place at all.
But yeah, if you're not gonna go to a high quality place, why spend the extra money to get delivered?
Oh well. Maybe we'll just start. The dude in front of him's taking forever. He knows that you're supposed to be here. That's why. He's watching our cast, and he's holding you up on purpose.
Are we actually recording already?
Yeah, I started. You know me.
All right.
You know me. Yep, you know me.
I'm just sitting here spinning nickels on my desk because I'm bored.
I know. Well,
Piece of shit.
totally not watching it. He just replied. Oh, man.
Pizza shit.
Piece of shit.
I want to try making it. I really do want him to try making this gun now.
We're having a little bit of, our stream health is not great. But,
Or what?
how's sound? How's sound, Cameron? Sound alright?
Dropping in and out.
We're dropping in and out like last time? You can let us know. Alright.
We should use that Mongolian song as our intro.
That would be pretty legit.
And
Alright.
get a copyright strike? No.
Just use it for a few seconds. That's all you
So,
have to do.
welcome everyone to our podcast. The Perfect
up
Cast.
To 10
Go away.
seconds is fair use.
Welcome to the Perfect Cast.
Perfect cast. Bane is getting food.
The Perfect
while we're
Cast.
sitting here waiting for him.
We're not waiting for him. We could start. I don't care. But what I want to do is I want to start off with this little anecdote. What is
Anecdotal.
What is an anecdote? What is the definition of it? I don't want to. If I'm using words that I don't know, I want to make sure I'm using them right.
I mean, you could always just ask Google.
What?
Okay, Google. Define anecdote.
Anecdote.
Ah, frickin' stupid.
Anecdote.
I don't recognize your voice.
A short and amusing or interesting story about a real incident or person. So what if it's not a short or amusing story? What if it's a long? Is it still an anecdote?
No.
It's just a story.
It's now a
It
story.
just becomes a story.
It's a story.
It just becomes a
All
story.
right.
It becomes a Calebism.
So you know I'm trying to sell my Jaguar, right?
Yeah.
So this guy messages me. He asks me about the vehicle. It's something I don't know. I don't know the answer to the question. It's a pretty in-depth question. So I said,
I will look it up and tell you.
I looked it up. I said, I can't tell. He's asking if something's been done to the car. A certain thing been done to the engine. I said, I don't know. And then he starts unloading the slew of questions, right? And he says, why has the car have less than 500 miles driven in the past 5 years? That makes me nervous. Has oil been sitting there? Are the tires bad?
Recently.
Are the tires bad? I explained the story of why I don't know exactly. I said, here, let me send you the Carfax report. And then we're having kind of, I said, here's the Carfax report. You're more than welcome to take a look at it. And I said, oh, and just for you, I'll throw in the leather driving gloves that I bought to make myself look good at the times I did drive it. Real classy. So he replied, and we've been having kind of like a good conversation back and forth. He replies, oh, awesome. I hope they don't clash with my Italian racing loafers. Smiley face emoji. So I'm like, alright, didn't think much of it. He says, hey, before I buy the car, I would like for it to get looked at by my friend. He's a mechanic. He owns a mechanic shop. Can you take it there? And I was like, yeah, I could take it there. But so I was getting ready to take it there. I'm like, here's my problem. I'm going to take it there. He's going to have his friend rip my car to pieces. I know it. Not rip it like actually physically rip it to pieces,
Right.
but he's got his own mechanic, and you know his mechanic could be honest. I'm making assumptions at this point. I'm making assumptions at this point, but I'm like, I'm not gonna waste all this time going all the way there just to spend an hour at this guy's shop. It's all the way across town, hour at this guy's shop, just for him to say, "Oh, I'll give you $3,000 less than what I'm asking for." And
You'd be like, no, I'm not going to take it to your mechanic. You can either come and test drive it yourself and decide whether or not you like it, or kick rocks.
so I said, "Hey, I'm more than willing to schedule a time to meet with your mechanic friend, but in order not to waste either of our times, I do not have any intentions to sell the car any less than this selling point. If this is acceptable, just let me know." Dude, this guy goes full
Ape shit.
asshole, full asshole. So he says, "Well, I wouldn't be able to accept that because I haven't seen the car." And then he starts writing about how I'm willing to pay for what it's worth, not just what someone wants. I've been doing this for a while, and I've never been caught out by someone else's wishes. The car always tells its own story more completely than a salesman. That being said, I'm a cash buyer with an interest and a knowledge probably deeper than any else person you're currently in talks with about your unneeded extra vehicle. And then he tells this whole thing about how this Jaguar dealership was selling a vehicle for $1,699, and he convinced him to sell it to him for only $4,700.
Yeah, he wants a deal, but
So
you
he
don't-
goes,
Hey, there he is.
I paid what the car was worth, not what I paid what the car was worth to them to have it go away. I did have to use some of my better negotiating skills to get them to see the light, but in the end we both walked away satisfied. And then he says, "I respect your position. I wish you the best in your holidays. If the car was priced correctly, it wouldn't have spent 13 days and counting on Craigslist."
So I'd have been like, I'm selling it for what Blue Book is. You know, if you don't agree with Blue Book, that's not my fault.
Well, it's Blue Book based on good quality. It's he brought up
And
some
it's
valid
in-
points. He brought up some valid points that I don't have. So then I said, well, that's all and good. I enjoyed your story about the Jaguar dealership. Unfortunately, I'm not at a big dealership, so always trying to sell a car. I have an unneeded vehicle, but I also have patience and time. Maybe this isn't the right car for you. Thanks for the correspondence. He replies, right car, possibly, wrong seller so far. Not everything is a match. If you get to the point where I can have it inspected before we assume what the price should be,
I'd have been like,
you know how to get a
I'm
hold of
gonna
me.
tell you no, I'm not going to sell it to you anymore because you're a fucking asshole.
So he says, "You know how to get a hold of me." I said, "I'm willing to do the inspection, but just unfortunately I can't take any price for the vehicle." I said, "I do have some time. Here's some time I have off." He replies, Hi, you've already given me your bottom line best price at this time, and there has yet to be any test driven or inspection. As a rule, I don't participate in transactions involving sight unseen, take it or leave it, price ultimatums, unless I'm the one setting the price. I prefer to
Yeah,
make the...
he's-
So yeah, so already you're kind of like being,
Condescending douche.
yeah.
Then he says,
So it's like, so you can set the terms to whatever you want, but I can't. So
He's-
no, F you, get the fuck away from me.
he says,
Stop
I prefer to make the offer once I know what I need to know about the commodity. Like I have nothing but time and incredible patience. It took 4 months to wrestle my Corvette from the previous owner. Keep trying to get your price, and when that doesn't work, you can come forward we can come forward from there.
I'd have been like, I will not. I'm not talking to you anymore. So I'm blocking your number. You can go away. I
He
don't
says,
care.
"Of course, I would need to consider that the car will be sitting all this time in less than ideal parking situation, mainly not being driven. Jaguar leather, carpeting, and electronics just love to sit outside in bad weather with perpetually diminishing battery, as opposed to sitting in my heated garage on a battery tender under a custom car cover in the company of fine automobiles and hands of lifelong enthusiasts. But that's totally up to you. I'll be here when you're ready." So he pretty much
Go
said,
fuck himself.
he
So I was pretty much going like, you can just go F yourself now. Don't even talk to me
he
anymore.
pretty much just said, "When you're ready to come begging for it, I'll give it to you."
Right.
And so
And I'm like, when you're ready to pay me the money I've asked, then I will sell it to you. Maybe.
I'm willing.
So-
I haven't replied, and I plan not to. But it took me all my power not to write
Reply. You need to reply.
back to him. I will sell this car.
Don't reply to him.
I will sell the car.
Zach, let me
Well,
reply.
I'm not going to
Don't
reply.
even reply to him. The
I'm
guy's
not-
a
No.
troll. He thrives on your responses.
No,
Yeah.
so yeah, don't even.
He's a troll.
And if you didn't reply immediately to that afterward, it's no point in replying now.
So I almost
No.
I
Let me
almost
reply,
replied back
please.
to him, and I said, I am willing to sell the car for $1 to someone, just not to sell it to you at this point.
You're not.
I will take the loss on this car to sell it for $1, just not to sell it to
I
you,
will sell it to
and
just
I
about
will
anybody
record the
other than
video
you.
of the buyer going, "Go fuck yourself" to the guy, and I will send it to him in an attachment. And you know what the guy will do? I'm like, whatever you do to this car, dude, if you even just teabag the car, get on it, rub your nuts all over it, whatever you want to do, just so, and take a picture and send it to this guy, I'd love that too. Whatever we can do to piss this guy off. Because, dude, the guy can sit in his heated garage with his battery tender attached to his fucking ball sacks for all I fucking care, wrapped up in his sheet. Obviously he's a dominatrix because he's trying to show power over me. I was so livid. I was like, dude, I'm almost willing to meet the guy just so I can punch him out.
And it's like, well, here in my garage, it's like, you are letting the cars fuck you. Okay, then yeah.
Dude, the guy was a piece of work for all I know.
It's like,
I've
I've seen
He's just
shows where
trying to get the
people-
car from you for cheaper than what it's worth.
yeah, I agree.
yeah.
That's all he's trying to do.
I'd have been like, when you're ready to come back and buy it from me, then you can talk. You know where how to get a hold of me.
I'm just not gonna reply.
Don't even talk to
I
him.
get
I'm not.
He's not
No, it's
interested
just
in purchasing
not
the
even
car.
not even worth talking to him anymore. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking for somebody. It's all like it's in good condition. It's got low mileage. What do you want?
Dude, the guy's a fucking piece of work for all I care. Anyways,
It's like, I want my price. And it's like, well, it's like
That's-
sometimes. you
Well,
don't
I
get
want
what you
my
want.
price.
that wasn't an
You don't get what you
anecdote. That
want.
was a long
Sometimes-
story, but yeah.
If you're gonna keep the, it's like, if you're gonna keep the car, then yeah, it's like, but it's like I've seen many of a show where people didn't get the car that they wanted because the dealer didn't want to sell it at their price.
I'm willing to break even on the
And
car.
then later on,
just
admitted
not
that
sell
I
it
was
to the
able
guy.
Get a buyer's. It's like, yeah, I was like, I was able to sell it, not at the dealer, and not at the guy's wanted.
But anyways, that was a douchebag of the day.
Yes.
Douchebag of the day.
How is it? Bull-
All right.
Bilbo douchebaggins.
Bilbo Teabaggins. All right.
Bilbo, he can go fuck himself.
All right. So we guys ready for you guys ready to start our game?
I guess.
Can't fix stupid.
Can't fix stupid. It's really not. To tell you the truth, a lot of our stories are just interesting stories for the most part. But
I just found the first really stupid one. So.
all right.
Like,
So
it's just ridiculous. I just like the way it was written. So.
do we want to roll dice to see who goes first, or do we want to just say who goes first, or how do we want to do this?
I don't care at this point.
No, wait. How is this person below me?
How are you playing a game while we're trying to do this?
Because I was waiting on camera and he showed up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I didn't. I totally didn't show up. I'm not here.
He's eating food, yeah, so he's not.
All
here.
right. So who's gonna go first? Who's presenting this? All right. Game we're playing is Can't Fix Stupid. What we're doing is we are putting out news articles. We find news articles of ridiculous things. Everyone presents the news article the best they want, and then we vote on who's got the funniest news article. So that's what we're doing. Who's going first?
I guess I can. Since
All
I
right.
was late.
All right.
No.
As you crunch into our crunch into my.
How is this person beneath me? And how do I get in there?
How is this person beneath me?
Because you need to be more condescending, Chad. That's why.
Yeah, act like the Jaguar douchebag. The Craigslist douchebag.
Okay.
Just act
Fuck,
like
give
him.
me the price that I want. Fuck you. I don't care. Give me the car. I'm willing to use my mechanic.
few,
I'm willing-
they're a little
oh, there it
old.
is. I found it.
Some of them are a little older, but still funny. And one of them is, yes, political, and I'm sorry.
Oh man, you're gonna give me trouble with the political stuff.
So,
I
would like to point out-
because I can minimize it.
I'd like to point out that I think it's absolutely hilarious that the Mexicans in Tijuana are complaining about illegal immigrants in Tijuana. And that they need to go back to where they came from.
You're not gonna
And
give us
it's
a.
like-
You're not gonna give us a link to it.
No, because I'm busy eating, so definitely not.
I mean, if you think about it, the Mexicans that are complaining about that are not the ones who are coming up to the States.
No. That's the thing. They totally are. Because if you confront them about it, like try to compare the U.S. to their situation, they're like, well, that's different. And you're like, no, it's not.
So you don't have a news article. You're just stating fact at this point.
A little bit of both. I had it on my phone, but my internet thing crashed.
Sounds like
Your
a
internet's been crashing a lot lately.
sounds like a personal problem to me. All right.
Well,
All right. So who's got the next story? That's yours, Cameron. That's what the one you're going with.
yeah, because it's hilarious.
I got two, but which one would you guys rather hear?
Whichever one you think is
Which
better.
which one you'll think will win.
I want to say this one. It's old. You guys may have heard of it, or other people may have heard of it, but I found it funny.
Girl Scouts suing Boy Scouts over leaving boy out of their name.
Uh-huh.
You guys really don't make this easy for me. All right, Girl Scouts.
It's really, you can't pick stupid.
Girl Scouts suing Boy Scouts over leaving boy out of their name. Girl Scouts of the USA is suing the Boy Scouts of America for their plan to drop the word boy from their name in 2019. The complaint that the Girl Scouts filed stated that the Boy Scouts do not have the right to use Scouts or Scouting, and the Girl Scouts brand and their programs will be damaged if the Boy Scouts follow through with their plans. It also asserted only GSUSA have the right to use the Girl Scouts of America. Of the United States? I don't know. The Girl Scouts and the Scouts trademarks with leadership and development services for girls. Interesting.
Well, I have another one if you want to read that one instead. I have another one.
There you go.
Boy Scouts will drop the boy in the man.
So-
Boy Scouts will drop the boy in its namesake programs. Welcomes girls next year. Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Everyone in the feed is
That's
one.
just like the feed has gone down a little bit with the voice quality.
Your voice quality's gone down really bad.
Oh no.
How? Oh, whatever.
How? What?
Nothing.
All right.
Game breaking physics. That's.
Oh yeah, stream
Oh.
output's very low.
So this is entirely for.
Hold up.
And the robot has come out.
Yeah, his viewer.
This isn't part of the game. This is just something that I stumbled across while looking for
Porn.
a funny story. So these twin candidates aren't identical. One lost her election. I don't know why, but I found that just so neat and funny.
All right, hold up. These twin candidates aren't identical. One lost her election. I guess I don't get it. What happened?
Yeah.
It's two identical twin sisters. They have different last names because they're married. you know,
Oh, okay.
but-
They are identical twins,
Yeah, but
but
one
it's just
lost.
stating that the
one-
the twins that are candidates aren't identical in the fact that only one won their election.
Yes.
That's a little
It's like, here's your defining moment. You're not the same as your sister because you lost. Because you're a failure. Because you suck.
I would beg to differ. They could switch spots anytime they wanted.
She was like, I don't want to go to this meeting today. We covered
Yeah,
for me.
I gotcha,
She'd
boo.
be like, F that, I lost. I don't want to go to your meetings.
I gotcha, boo.
Could you imagine?
I wish you would, boo-boo.
All right. Who's going next?
mean,
I guess I could put mine up here real fast. See what comes up here. Boom. Alright. I just really like the way that this was worded in here. Like, so the world's biggest ketchup fan storms McDonald's kitchen because she didn't get enough packets. So there's a bunch of pictures here, and it's all like, so, get a load of this jerk. So, on October 27th, the turd made her way through the drive-thru at McDonald's in Santa Ana, California. Requested ketchup with their fries or nugs or whatever.
Nugs. I love how
Yeah,
people.
This is actually the reading.
You cut out. Sorry.
Just say it again. You're cut out.
You cut out. Sorry.
Okay, so this is actually the text. I'm reading the text for verbatim.
Okay, gotcha.
She did not get as much ketchup as she wanted. She wanted to. Then then this absolute butthead marched through the employee back door of the place and asked for ketchup. The 22-year-old manager, also female, told her that she'd have to leave the employer of the store before she could help her.
Which is common freaking sense.
Common freaking sense. So this jackass, for whatever reason, took it upon himself to assault the manager. So again, this is all regarding ketchup packets. There's like a 2 in 5 chance that there were McDonald's ketchup packets in the glove box under the passenger seat or somewhere else in the dickhead's car. Those things get everywhere. And they're also just available in the restaurant with the straws and the lids and the salt packets and stuff. She just walked into the restaurant and grabbed a giant fistfuls of ketchup. Who the hell does this?
That is ridiculous. How do you get to that level?
Why is ketchup
Well, yeah, like,
so
why did you even walk through the back door? Like, why was your first thought not to go into the inside the restaurant? Like, and then, who the hell let the back door unlock?
Stupid people.
Like almost always unlocked.
Here's my other question.
Mr. Roboto over
Why
here.
and how is ketchup so important that you decide to walk in?
Well, I mean, and then it's all like,
Do you not have your own
Can
ketchup?
I- can I?
Can you play the video?
Maybe they don't.
I'm just gonna see this. Oh no, that was already there, so never mind. That
Yeah.
was already there.
Yeah.
Take this off.
Yeah, I can take it
So
out.
I mean, she's freaking just like manhandling this person. Like,
She really is. She's just mad at
it's all like you gotta like bent over the counter. I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, how do you get to that point? But yeah, let me go ahead and if you're interested, we can watch the video.
Hold up.
Let me go ahead and just pull that up real fast.
Our YouTube live, our strength is garbage right now, and I don't know why.
For what? You don't know why what?
Our stream health is garbage right now. Probably too much stuff going
Are you
on.
serious?
It's very bad right now. It's very bad.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It's very.
Look at this person. They don't know what to do. They're like, "Hey, you can't do that."
Very bad.
Okay, wait a minute. This kind of makes me think of that video where this dude just slapping people.
What? There's
Like,
two.
Hey, wait a minute! Psh, hey! Psh.
There's
You
two
know?
against one. They should be winning that fight, and that girl is pushing them all over
Yeah,
the
like,
place.
how the heck?
Here's your food. And then her boyfriend hanging out the back door. What the heck just happened, dude?
Like-
does approve.
Like, he's like, oh, like, I thought she was just gonna try and get ketchup.
Colin
know?
approves.
Be the way of the Sith.
That's
Gosh.
ridiculous.
I'd be slapping her myself. He's like, get out, go, just leave, you know, before we get arrested.
That's ridiculous, man. Santa Ana, there's your problem.
Sanatana.
Awesome.
Sanatana.
Yeah, there's your problem right there.
Oh my gosh.
All right. All right, I guess I'm going next now. That was a good one. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. All right, so
Freaking ketchup, what the hell, man?
Yeah, all that over ketchup.
all right,
Ketchup was such a commodity.
ready?
Dang.
Oh, it doesn't give us the picture. So, this is I guess it's not stupid. It's just kind of crazy. This is Rotten Shark Made You Queasy, a vomit bag for every guest at the Disgusting Food Museum. So, there in Sweden, there is a museum full of disgusting foods. And you're allowed to look at them, and I think they even serve these foods. So, there is something called the dead mouse in the Chinese wine sure looks nasty, and maggots in the cheese tend to put people off, but nothing is more horrible to an unaccustomed palate than the Icelandic fermented shark.
Oh, I've heard about that.
It's the
Oh.
worst, or so says the expert. It tastes like chewing on a urine-infested mattress.
Wait,
Said,
how can a liquid infest of something? Doesn't make sense. Saturated, sure, but it's
So,
yeah, I guess.
some
Maybe it
folklore
was
states that with the fermented shark, what they do is at the time to actually give it some flavor or drown out the flavor that they're taking, they would piss on it.
Ugh. Anyways, so it's probably due to translation. The translations.
Right.
So,
Does it not have a picture of it?
so it doesn't have a picture
There's
of
a
it, which
video
is
that's playing on the website where they're showing the stuff.
and they got natto. Oh yeah, you're allowed to eat it. It is.
yeah,
Oh.
you're allowed to eat.
So it says.
And I actually know that cheese is from Italy.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's actually really good.
Yeah. So.
A guy I used to work with actually went on his mission to Italy, and he's like, the cheese is like the best. And it's actually, you're supposed to eat it with the maggots in it, but
Oh.
maggots are good because there's cheese inside the maggots.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Good heavens. All right. So it says that it's a
That is a hard pass.
he says it's a
yeah.
it's a fermented sort of rotten Icelandic shark. He says Anthony Bourdain, the late TV personality, called it the single most disgusting thing he's ever eaten. I totally agree with him. From spicy rabbit heads to fruit bat soup, the collection now on display in the Swedish city of Malmö aims to challenge perceptions of taste and help visitors contemplate why one culture's abomination is another delicacy. Some visitors have a hard time with it. So the question was, has anyone ever thrown up in the museum? And he says yes, twice.
yes.
It's okay.
Only twice? Really?
Only twice. He says it's okay to vomit because our entry tickets are not really tickets. They're printed on vomit bags.
Nice.
And there is a picture.
That's good marketing.
There's a picture of the there's a picture of the Chinese mouse wine, and it is horrid. In the words of the
I think I'm seeing it right now.
in the words that I work with, one of the guys I work with, he's always trying to convince me that it's pronounced horrible. It's not horrible, it's horrible. And in this case, I will agree with him. This is horrible.
That's pretty
I'm
nappy.
watching that video because I want to see where this goes.
Chinese mouse wine.
No, that I think I saw the picture. It was awful. Like,
Oh,
I
gosh.
saw like a bunch of like dead skinned mice at the bottom.
So I was trying.
Like,
I was-
yellowy liquid, and then it's just
So ready? I'm gonna read what's on the mouse wine. It says baby mice are drowned and brewed in rice wine. This mice can be a few days old as they have to be blind and hairless. The brew is matured for up to 30 or 10 years. Up to 10 years before drinking. Mouse wine is consumed as a health tonic for asthma and liver diseases rather than
Sounds like it would probably cause asthma or liver disease.
something. Mouse wine tastes like gasoline with an aftertaste of rotting animals, and the smell is described as incredibly strong and putrid.
Sounds
I
about
wonder
right.
why.
Oh man, it is. But you know what's crazy? Here's the funniest bit about this, right? So Vegemite's also is also on this Vegemite's also on this thing, but guess what's being added on for the North? What's being represented by the North Americans? Jello salad and root beer.
Wait, what?
Jello salad and root beer is being classified as part of the disgusting food museum. Root beer.
Most Europeans don't like root beer.
I want to punch those
No,
people in the
most-
face.
Most Europeans don't like root beer because they make their candy root beer, or they make their medicine root beer flavored.
Right.
Oh.
Whatever we make
their
root beer
fault.
with, that's what they use to flavor their medicine.
Yeah, well, it's probably closer to what do you call it? Sarsaparilla.
Yeah. But they seriously do all hate root beer. It's actually really funny.
Irish people apparently really hate
Into drinking
chicken
it.
cheese.
Chad,
You're just gonna post that
Irish
one every
people-
time, Chad, aren't you?
did you get rid of the other one? The
What
one
other
of the nope.
I have a better one. I have a better one.
He's like,
Can we get rid of this and put a different one in place?
what the? You don't want to see the
Yeah.
throwing up person?
Yeah,
I-
can we stop?
Hold up. I think I might have to get rid of
Get
that.
rid of the barfing man.
Okay, there we go.
The badger.
All right.
Badger.
Nope.
Fuck it.
Stop it. Ah!
I like how it just like falls off the edge.
All right.
Ah.
So, who's next? Luke's next. Luke's last.
It's
Oh
Luke, I
crap!
think, isn't it?
Hold on a second.
Don't stop. Shit, fuck.
That is first.
What was that, Chad? Can you repeat that one?
So he's
Did you?
I'll pass that shit back.
Oh yeah, I did hear about this one.
So basically, two kids, two teenage boys, 14 and 15, stole a tractor, drove that tractor to a private airstrip, stole a single-engine Cessna, and then flew it 40 miles. Oh no, flew it 15 miles
What?
to.
West of the
where they
Colorado
go?
line.
Yeah, they flew 15 miles and landed it at the Vernal Regional Airport.
How does 14 and a 15-year-old know how to fly a Cessna?
Why
I
not?
don't know.
Maybe they've been taking lessons.
No, dude,
Probably
it's all that
not.
virtual reality stuff. Guarantees.
Vernal,
Still,
Utah.
I love that they stole a tractor to get to the airport in the first place.
They probably used it to bust. They probably used it to bust down the gate so they can get in.
Well, where did they fly from?
They flew from Jensen,
Jensen,
a
Colorado.
private airstrip in Jensen, and then
Along
they,
U.S. Highway 40, 15 miles west of the Colorado line.
yeah,
What the hell?
And then flew it to Vernal.
How do they know how to? How do they know how to fly that thing?
they probably got lucky.
Maybe it was already started?
Don't worry.
Then what moron actually starts a plane and walks away from it?
I got $10. They're Bishop's kids.
So, yes, I don't know where Jensen is. Is that Jensen,
Jensen, Utah?
Utah County?
Jensen, Utah?
Yeah, like I'm not sure.
Jensen, Utah. It is. Is that where the? Oh, it's like. Vernal. It is. Oh, yeah.
Vernal's like
It's
BFE.
east. Colorado, Colorado, or Wyoming? Colorado. Oh, it's right there on the border of Colorado. It's right there on the border of Colorado.
Only it's right there.
Vernal.
Vernal is.
That's well. They probably it's probably farming town, so they probably know how to fly Cessnas
Yeah.
for like farming reasons.
I mean, yeah, there's a possibility that they might do their own
Oh.
crop dusting.
Shit. You know what Jensen's popular for?
What's that?
The Dinosaur National Monument. That. Look,
Which one?
look. Look.
Do I want to look though?
That's not the one we're thinking of, like Pee Wee Herman and stuff.
Well, it's probably reminiscent,
Reminiscent of, yeah, maybe.
but you're probably right. It's probably not the Pee Wee Herman one.
That looks so 1950s,
That's for the people.
Oh yeah.
random, stupid, touristy thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I could get any more close to that.
All right. That one's pretty impressive, though. That's impressive. All right.
That actually is a pretty impressive one.
That's pretty impressive. Okay, so let's take votes.
Oh.
Luke's, hands down.
Luke's? I don't know. I gotta vote for Jared. I gotta vote for Jared's.
So.
So So,
yeah, the
Bane-
McDonald's roll.
Bane-
Ketchup?
Bane votes Luke's.
The 14 and 15-year-old, first stole a tractor so that they could then steal a plane. That is GTA come to life. Minus
Right.
the guns and getting hookers to heal yourself.
Hey, maybe they did
Or
pick up some.
the
Maybe they did
the
happen. They just didn't put it in the article.
You know, or the accidental, crashing and killing yourself, like the last guy that stole a plane.
All right, so Cameron votes for Luke.
Actually, that wasn't accidental. He he intentionally crashed it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying. But GTA usually end up accidentally crashing.
Jared, who you vote for?
I only crash when I don't see the thing because the terrain hasn't loaded in fast enough. That's the only reason I crash.
Yeah, so I think if I'm gonna vote for one, I'd probably have to vote for Luke's.
All right. I'm voting for Jared's. It's Chad.
Oh, Cameron does have a point. It is GTA brought to life.
All right,
Because
Luke
it's like,
wins.
You usually don't see that. You always hear about some sort of fight that's happening in some sort of restaurant somewhere now.
Yeah, Luke wins.
Dang, I thought I was gonna win.
I thought you had that, dude. I thought the girl going across the counter and beating that girl's ass was funny.
Just trying to figure out who the heck goes into a freaking. Was like, you didn't give me enough gotcha packets.
People on
Is that
drugs.
the second time Luke has won?
That's the second time Luke's won. So that puts us at. Let me pull everything up real quick. Where's my notepad? Where's my note? Where's my femur? No, notepad.
Where's my paper?
I think we should, even though Luke won, I think we should let Jared pick the next one because he hasn't got to do it yet. And
Where the heck is this?
So that's the thing. Do you guys want to do it where we just rotate each person?
I spin around the damn
Yeah,
Or do you
we
want
just
to do it?
rotate.
That's a good idea. I like that idea. Rotate.
So we're still keeping track of score, but we're just not making it so there's a winner each week.
Yeah, so that means.
No, there is.
There is a winner, but they just don't get to pick.
All right, so hold up. So Luke, who are you voting for?
Me?
of course he does. Why wouldn't he?
Well, so Jared.
I was kind of thinking that voting for yourself was kind of out of the question.
So vote for yourself. Why would voting for yourself be out of the question?
Because then everyone's
How voting usually works.
yeah, everyone just votes for themselves.
No.
We got a 5-way tie.
No, I mean, everybody presents their story. If you legitimately think somebody else's story is funnier than yours, then you vote for that one. But if you think your story is the funniest, you vote for yours.
That's a good point.
I just
All right, so
always assumed in a voting situation you don't vote for your own.
No, you always vote for yourself. That's how voting works.
so voting. So hold up. Does that mean the president gets to go vote for himself?
Yes, the president
Yes,
votes
they
for
always
himself.
vote for themselves.
Oh my gosh! Can you bet?
I honestly don't think they should get a vote anyway.
It's a freaking deal.
Can you imagine?
Like you're gonna be the president or not, you get a vote.
Can you imagine, like, George Bush coming out and be like,
or whatever.
George Bush coming out and be like, I voted for. Who did he go up against? Who did he go up against?
John Kerry.
John Kerry.
Oh yeah, he's like, I voted for John Kerry. That guy's one smart dude. And they're like, you know, you can vote for yourself, George. He's all, him and what?
Damn.
Oh damn it! Did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
So Luke's got 200. So that puts Luke at gives Luke 100 points. So who came in second place? If you guys are gonna vote, who came in second? Who came in second?
Jared.
Jared.
So,
So Jared got 50 points. And who came in third?
which I think that puts me at a whopping 27
No.
or 57 or something.
No, you're at 26. So you're at you're at 76 points now. All right. So who won third?
Me. I vote for me.
Well, I vote for me.
Okay,
I got 2 votes. I got 2 votes. Do I got third? Do I got third?
No.
Jared, do I get a third?
Oh.
Who, you gonna vote for Cameron or Chad's?
Wait,
We're
for
voting
third place?
for third place.
Oh, okay.
You won second.
Let's see. So Cameron had the Boy Scout thing.
No,
Yeah, I guess they're
No,
no
I had-
Cameron.
I
that
had
was
the.
me. That was Chad.
Oh no,
Chad.
yeah, you're right. Okay, sorry. So Cameron had the you were the twins one. All right, then I guess Chad. Yeah.
Okay, Cameron, who you voting for?
Chad.
Wow, Chad got third place.
Yay.
I agree. I agree. So Chad's now at 45 points.
I'm at 45 points, even though I won a game, and like in last time.
All right. So Chad, you can be next. Who do you want? What do you? Or Jared, do you want to be next? Do you want to choose who's next week?
I guess I can do. I guess.
Or Chad, do you want to do next week?
No, Jared, you go.
Do you guys feel like trying to watch a movie?
Mother.
We can try.
Kind of watching what?
If you want.
I'm trying to watch a movie.
Depends
I'm watching
on the
like
movie.
that Mr. Right movie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you want to do a movie? You want to do a movie?
Another movie review.
Well, I'll have to try and figure out where we can watch it, I suppose, though. Like,
Oh shit.
I got a week. So, what's it? Netflix, Mr. Right?
I don't know if it's gonna be on Netflix.
I remember seeing it somewhere to watch. I think it is Netflix.
I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. Watch on Netflix? Wait, it might be. It says not found. Hold up. I think it might get taken off Netflix.
So if this isn't reason enough to try and watch this movie right now, then just go ahead. This. Just boom.
Bitch 1, bitch 2. That's kind of funny.
So,
Hold up.
heart-shaped glasses, drinking out of fake plastic coconut things.
That's pretty funny.
And I never heard of this movie either, so I was just like, what the crap? I've watched a few scenes from the movie, and it's pretty funny looking, so.
We have to find out if we can watch it or if we're all gonna watch it off somehow. Let me see real quick.
So Amazon Prime is $3. On Vudu it's $3. YouTube it's $4. iTunes it's $4. Google Play it's $4. You can have a Cinemax subscription.
Skinamax?
Skinamax? I was just about to say that.
No, Cinemax. Cinemax. You know, like cinema.
Are we all gonna be able to watch it?
Fabulous Seasons.
I mean, I suppose,
$2 or $3.
you know, do we all have access by chance to the same account that we could just rent it one night and we all just watch it?
No, not really.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Well, here, hey, no. So Jared. Okay,
That.
so you want us to watch something? Go to Netflix right now and peruse. You don't have to.
I could probably
you don't have to
search
tell us
it.
today. You
Give
don't
me a
have to tell us right now. But go to Netflix, pick something that's on Netflix because we all have access to Netflix, right? Am I making a correct assumption there, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
About what now?
We all have Netflix.
So go to Netflix, look for something that you think would be funny or good or whatever, and then in the chat let us know, post it to us, and then we can either fill in people later next week, or it can just be a surprise. I don't really care, but I don't think it has to be said right now what movie. Just
No.
we are doing a movie thing.
It really doesn't.
So, Mr. Right sounds like it would be fun, but if we can't find it, then I'll see if I can find something else.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Well,
on
that's what I'm
Netflix.
getting at. Because if we can't find it to watch to stream, then it's kind of
Right.
a moot
Pointless.
point. Yeah.
It was on Netflix, but I think it got taken down.
Yeah, I think it did too. Because I know I remember seeing it stream, and I was like, I'll watch that. I never got around to it.
Yeah, I don't know where I saw it, but all of a sudden I started seeing it on YouTube. and
There's
so I was like,
tons of Netflix originals, like the new Netflix original, like the what do you call it, King? The Outlaw King.
Basketball is on Netflix.
Oh, Basketball.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch basketball.
Hey,
I'm gonna waste my
hey,
time with
Bleach.
that movie.
The live action Bleach is on Netflix. We can all
I watched
bar
it.
our eyes out at watching that.
I did start watching the live action Jinro the other day.
Yeah, I was talking about that like a month ago.
Do we all want
It's
to watch?
out. I
Do
should-
we want to watch? Do we want to watch it?
What?
Let me look around a little bit more and
No, look around, please.
I'll get back to you.
Your decision. I don't care. Doesn't
I'm
matter
trying to
what,
make it
I
something
choose
like
whether I
we're,
watch it or
we
not.
should all be interested in and actually feel like watching. So, let's see.
I'm
I'm
hoping
actually looking at it right now. I'm just going to
I'm hoping this works.
exciting movies. Shaolin Soccer.
Shaolin Soccer.
uh,
Yeah, we could probably find something, and then update people next week on what we're gonna do.
Mortal Kombat.
We can watch the Christmas Chronicles.
The what?
The Christmas Chronicles. It's got Kurt Russell playing Santa. Santa
Oh,
playing
okay,
Santa playing Kurt Russell. No wait, yeah, Kurt Russell playing Santa.
What the frick, Caleb?
My fault. Don't make fun of me.
Kung Fu Yoga.
There's lots of things we can choose from.
Kung Fu Yoga?
Yeah. That's a Jackie Chan movie, actually.
I wouldn't mind watching The Outlaw King. Oh, Deuce Bigelow European Gigolo's on there.
Nope. Ooh, hey, we can watch Star Wars: The Last Jedi or Black Panther.
No. Black Panther, maybe. Last Jedi, no. I'll refuse Last Jedi.
What about movies that are like notoriously everyone's supposedly seen, or like classics that we can watch?
Ooh,
Uh,
that'd be a
Okay,
good
who's
idea.
taking pot shots at me?
Young Guns. Someone recommended Young Guns.
Green
No.
Mile, The Unforgiven.
We can watch Young
We're gonna
Guns.
watch
It's on
something. We're
Netflix.
gonna watch Unforgiven.
Devil's Advocate.
Eh.
Have you guys seen The Ridiculous Six?
Yeah, I've seen it. What about
What about, like-
Face Off?
What about like Good Will Hunting?
7. We should watch 7.
7?
It's Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, Kevin Spacey. Might have Gwyneth Paltrow in it too. Yeah.
Have you guys seen like crap? Snatch?
You were gonna show me that one day, and then supervisor was like, "Nope, you can't sit here and watch movies while you're on the clock, even though you have nothing else to do. Literally just sitting around doing nothing. You're like, you can't sit and watch a movie."
Is it on Netflix? I don't see it.
I'm burning.
The
through my
Game.
here.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever actually seen that movie the whole way through.
What about the Boondock
Okay.
Saints? You guys ever seen Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
That was another one I think I've been meaning to watch.
Tried
but
to watch it. I couldn't sit down.
Oh,
and
Scarface
just
is on
focus.
Netflix.
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid Scarface just because everybody's always like, it's like the best movie.
Well,
I'm
that-
like,
that's
it
why
really
we-
can't be the best movie.
That's why we would watch it, so we can say it's not the best.
Yeah, we'll keep that slide open.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch Scarface.
Oh, what?
So everybody and their dog has seen Scarface. I don't care that much.
Oh, that Mowgli movie is a Netflix original? December 7th, Andy Serkis's direct movie Mowgli is coming out.
Interesting. Let's see.
That wouldn't be a bad one to watch. Alright,
There's
Netflix
a movie
originals.
called Solomon Kane.
That was okay. I
It was
saw that
okay. I mean, I watched it once. It was a while back. And I was been thinking about watching it again recently, but let's see. Doom. We should watch Doom.
How about you watch me play Doom? How
Whoa.
about that?
That's okay.
Mystery Science Theater 3000, The Gauntlet
one.
on
Blazing
Netflix.
Saddles
It's
is on here.
originally a Netflix movie show. Oh,
Hey, Blazing Saddles is on.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie enough.
Blazing Saddles is amazing.
Can you see it enough though, Jared? I mean, let's be honest.
Not really.
about that.
I mean, but see, the funny thing is, I only watched like the last 20 minutes.
What the hell was that?
It's the preview for Blazing Saddles.
You know, like I can only watch till like the last 20 minutes, and then it gets a little too much, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I can just walk away.
All right. Well, let's. Come on. So,
Have you guys ever watched Clerks?
oh, Clerks. No, I haven't.
I don't think I've ever actually fully watched Clerks. I've seen
The
clips and
quintessential
stuff.
scene in the movie is them debating whether or not the rebels were actually good guys because there had to have been civilian contractors in the Death Star when they blew it up. So it's just like,
Is
what
it
the
on?
crap?
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Do you guys want to watch Clerks? It's one of those like must-see movies supposedly, and I haven't seen it. And I'm a huge fan of Kevin Smith.
Everybody and a dog apparently has seen Clerks.
I haven't seen Clerks.
I haven't seen Clerks, so I'm ready to watch it. Cameron, have you seen Clerks?
No, I haven't ever watched the whole movie.
Let's do it. Luke, Clerks, have you seen it?
I've seen it.
You've seen it? So you should be able to be all right, even if you don't watch it this week.
Sure.
Or do you want us not to watch Clerks?
I'll probably watch it anyway.
All right, let's do Clerks.
The Clerks, sure.
Let's do Clerks. I was just talking to my friend Aaron about this, and he's doing supposedly a big party for Clerks, so I'm going to kind of jump the gun. I apologize, Aaron. Or else I'll be ready. Aaron's one of the ones that watched this, by the way. He's one of the only ones that watch this. Pete as well. But
I want to see if they're
He was
upstanding.
one viewer.
Wait, so let's clarify though. Let's clarify. We are actually doing Clerks, not Clerks 2, correct?
Yes,
Yeah, not Clerks, sure.
Clerks 2 is balls, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, really? It's not very good?
No.
Well, I mean, it's not the same. I mean, the reason Clerks is good is it's Kevin Smith, right? Yeah.
Kevin Smith didn't-
Smith's- It's his first movie. He freaking paid for it all himself, maxed out every credit card he had.
well,
You
how about
know,
we save it
and-
for the save it for when we watch Clerks?
Yeah, so it's just like everything. The movie is just a different tone altogether. Once he started to make it big, like he still had like this way he did movies, but
Aaron will
Clerks
fight.
is like-
Aaron would fight you over that. Aaron would fight you. He thinks Clerks 2 is just as good as Clerks 1. So wait, you've seen Clerks 2?
I've seen bits of it. I haven't.
I don't know if you can make. I don't know if you can make the full
couldn't get into
assumption.
it. I couldn't get into it.
Well, you haven't seen Clerks 1. That's like jumping right into. That's like jumping and watching episode
No, I've-
Star Wars Episode 4 when you haven't
It's
seen
been a
Episode
while,
1,
but
2,
I've
and
seen
3.
Clerks.
Oh, you've seen
So
Clerks?
that-
Oh.
It's been a while. Like I said, it's been a while. I don't remember much about the movie. So.
Hey,
It's
we
just a goofy movie.
just to let you guys know we peaked at 3 tonight. Woo!
We peaked at 3.
And then we've kind of
Yeah, but
shifted.
one of those was me.
So we've kind of shifted between like 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. Then we went 3 and then 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. So
The
One
3
day.
was me.
one day people will make it. One day.
One day.
Anyways,
I'm not holding my breath.
we're about an hour. I think it's good if we wrap it up.
So right.
So Clerks 1. We're all watching Clerks 1
Some point this week.
some point this week. Clerks 1.
I probably won't be till Saturday.
It's all right. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thanks guys for showing up. Thanks for good night. Current point system. I'll post up. Current points are going up now. Luke with 210. Me at 100.
Destroying you all.
Luke is destroying us all. Cameron's at 60. Casey's at 50 and Chad's at 45.
What's Casey at?
Casey's at 50.
Casey's at 50, really?
Yeah, because he came second. He came second place when
I'm
we played.
45. Come on. That's bullshit.
I should.
I think I had a negative score for a while. So.
No, I think someone else had a negative score for a little while. All right, but well, right on. Hey, appreciate everyone for joining in. Appreciate oh, poor Chad. Appreciate you guys. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Whatever you guys want to do. Whatever they say at the end of outro videos that make them successful. That's what I just said.
Catchphrase.
Catchphrase. Insert outro. Insert outro phrase here. Welcome.
One of my favorite voice emotes from Reinhardt in Overwatch. Catchphrase.
Right on. All right.
Anyway.
Well, thanks. Next week, watching Clerks. All right, guys. See ya.
See ya.
Bye bye.